I want some pineapple right now. Backstory. Okay, so in my previous video, I talked about how I haven't posted since like 4 or 5 months ago. I think the last time I posted was in July, since my last recent video. Basically, I got a job, but I'm gonna go like backstory. So, me and my friend at the time, we were coming home from school. I believe we were going to the drive-thru of Dunkin' Donuts, which is the place that I was working at. And we asked, and it was a Monday, I believe. Yes, it was a Monday because we asked for free coffee. It was a Monday because Dunkin' Donuts has this thing where the Cowboys win on a Sunday night. The next day, all people get free iced coffee. It's either free iced coffee or free hot coffee, medium size. Promotion. Anyways, we went to the drive-thru and we saw that the manager was super chill. She was super cool. And I was currently looking for a job. I already had a job, but I would literally work, I think, around 2 times a month. I only would work weekends, and I worked as a teacher assistant for a art studio. And I started, I think, my freshman year of high school. Bro, who's making so much noise? Anyway, I forgot where I was. And I asked my friend to ask her. I don't remember. I have really bad memory. I don't remember if it was me who asked or if it was my friend at the time that asked if they were hiring. We asked the manager because she was right there. She was the one handing us our coffee. We asked her, hey, are y'all hiring? And she was like, yeah, of course. Just come on in, make an application, whatever, right? So I think a couple of days later or the same day, I don't remember again, we went in, we got an application, and my friend at the time, she was working at Cold Stone, I believe. I don't remember. I think she was working at Cold Stone. Anyways, we went in for an application, and then there were some really weird workers working there, but they were like chill. Like, they weren't like the typical kind of workers. They were chill. They weren't like serious. So then we turned in our applications and then we didn't get a call back. And then a lot of days passed by. I really want to get this job. So I called in. I applied at Chick-fil-A. I went to the first interview and then they called me back for a second interview. And they were like, you're not good enough. I was like, why, bro? But low-key kind of thankful that I didn't get hired at Chick-fil-A for my first time working at a fast food place, because the Chick-fil-A that I went to apply for, it's always busy. Like, always, they always have a line across their whole building, bro. It's like whoop, whoop. So anyways, a lot of days passed by. I think even maybe weeks passed by, and I called Dunkin', and I'm really like surprised that they answered the phone. So they answered the phone and I was like, hey, I submitted an application and I just wanted to check in or whatever. And then she was like, yeah, come in on a Saturday. So at 10 something, I don't remember. And I'll interview you. And I was like, okay, I'll be there. So I went to the interview, whatever. And literally, I kid you not, I went there to get interviewed. And the only thing that she asked me was first thing that she asked me was, what's your availability? And since I wanted the job so bad, I said I'm open availability. I get out of school at 1:50. I can be here by 2:30, and I can close if you want me to. She was like, okay, that's really good. That's really good. Then she proceeded to ask me. She said, do you have a white shirt? And I was like, no, but I can get one. And then she was like, do you have blue jeans? And I was like, yes. And then she said, do you have non-slippery shoes? And I said, no, but I can get some. And then she asked me how much did my first job pay me, and I told her the price. Originally, what Dunkin' employees are supposed to get paid is like around $8.50. I told her what I was getting paid on my other job, and she was like, okay, I can start you at that. And I was like, hold on, poop. Okay. She was like, when can you start? And I said, I can start tomorrow. And let me tell you, Sunday, my first day of work, was National Coffee Day. And she was like, come at 7 or 7:30, something like that. And I was like, okay, I'll be here, period. And the thing that like triggered me was that I don't remember her asking me what my name was. Literally all I remember her asking me was my availability, like the wage of my other job, and the uniform, like the white shirt, the shoes, and the jeans. And I was like, okay. But when I got to Dunkin' and I was like, I'm here for the interview, the cashier at the time, she was like, oh, you're gonna get hired. And I was like, well, that kind of boosted my confidence a little bit. Not even going cap. Like, okay, so I got hired on the spot. So come Sunday, that wasn't really fun for me. I bought these bulky, bro, I don't know if I have them right now. I bought these bulky ass shoes, like non-slippery shoes. Bro, they were so heavy. They were so heavy and they were killing my feet. Since I wasn't used to standing up 8 hours a day. Sis was gone. That wasn't fun. Right when I got there, I was like, I'm here for my first day. So I thought they were gonna train me, you know, the vibes. Bro, literally all they did was put me on drive-through for cashier. And since I've never like got the experience or whatever, I was whispering to the customers their order, and I was whispering the wrong order to the customers. And they were getting pissed. And I was getting scared. I was like, bro. And then they were like, you press this button, this button, this button to get the cash out. You press this button. I was like, bro, you need to calm down. I don't know any of this. Second day, I believe. I don't remember what day the second day was. Or no. I take that back. So they put me a little bit on cashier, like some time passed by, and then they put me with this girl that I really loved. She was super understanding. She teached me how to do all the coffees, literally all the coffees in one day. She teach me how to do an iced coffee and an iced latte, hot latte, an iced cappuccino, a hot cappuccino. Teach me how to do everything. But till this day, I still don't know how to make a vanilla chai. You have to put that stuff in the blender. I don't know how to do that. But anyways, so I literally did a little bit of everything. I was drive-through cashier. I did drinks, and then literally the most part that I did hate was calling out the drink's name, because you had to be like, medium iced cappuccino, ginger cappuccino with no. I was like, bro, that's too much. I also hated the first couple of days where I did not know what type of donut was what. So when a customer asked me for a sour cream, I didn't know what a sour cream was, so I was like looking stupid. I was like, I can't find it. And then they were like, it's on your upper left. And I was like, oh. Didn't see that, sorry. Okay, so after that, basically I worked at Dunkin' for I think since September to December. I quit on December the 25th. I quit on Christmas. We had a group chat from like all the workers, and I just sent a text, I quit. I'll tell that story later on though. Okay, so basically I was 16 at the time. Take in mind, I think you have to be 17 or 18 to work at Dunkin'. That's what my manager said. I don't know why she accepted me when she knew I was 16. But anyways, besides the point. And then obviously it is illegal to, I'm gonna expose Dunkin' real quick. And then I think you had to be 17 to touch the oven because they're sandwiches. So you had to be 17 to touch the oven. And then you had to slice the bread. So that was a big danger. She put me as shift leader. As a 16-year-old, as long as I know, last time I checked, I think you had to be 18 to be a shift leader. And she put me as a shift leader, like I think the next week that I was there. But to be fair, I did all my stuff. Some people would just like come and just play while they were working. Like the first day, I remember they were like, it was inspection day or whatever, so they had to clean everything. When I mean everything. So basically I was literally cleaning the walls, cleaning the freaking donut case, like sweeping the floors, cleaning the lobby, you know, everything, washing the dishes, whatever. And then like the people that were already working there, they were like playing around and stuff. And then this like one guy told me, I want you on my night shifts because you get all your stuff done and you never stopped working. Like since you got here, you never stopped working. And I was like surprised because like, bro, that's why I'm here. I'm here to work. Pooh. What you talking about, Willa? So like the manager was talking to the other employees that were already there, and then they were saying we really need her type of stuff. Then they teached me how to count the money, the register, whatever. And then after that, I think on November is when I really started disliking the job. December to October, the beginning of November, I really liked being there. Like literally I went from school straight to work. I had my uniform already in my backpack, so I just changed at work. And then the franchise is so like unorganized. There was always money missing all the time, and they blamed it on some employee every time. I don't know how people stole, to be honest, because there's cameras literally on every single ankle there. I don't know how they do that. After that, I just really started hating the job. I completely like didn't care about school anymore. My grades were so bad. It's crazy. It's crazy how bad my grades got. I don't think my grades ever been that bad, to be honest. Since I didn't have time to do my schoolwork, I didn't have time to do YouTube. During the whole thing though, during the whole like 4 months or whatever, I would like miss vlogging and then like miss like the whole editing process and stuff like that. I would really miss it. And I was like, I really wanted to go back to it, but then it's just I didn't have time. I would come home like at 11 and I would go straight to bed. I wouldn't do no homework. I wouldn't do no type of homework because I didn't even care. It was bad poop. It was really bad. My friends at the time, they were saying that I like changed, that I matured more. They said at the very beginning when I started working, they said that I seemed happy, which I did. My confidence did grow because people are so rude, bro. It's crazy. So that made me kind of grow a little bit. But then as like the time progressed, I got tired. Stuff was really getting wild at the time. Basically what I'm trying to say, that is the main reason why I hadn't uploaded in so long, was because I got a full-time job as a 16-year-old. That wasn't the move, sis. That wasn't the move for 2019. I am looking for a job though, but I promise me this, that I will never work at a fast food place ever again, period. Never again. I'm not a people person, and when people gave me attitude at work, you know how you're supposed to, the customer's always right. You know what? This one old lady came to me, right? And I was already having a bad day. She came to me and she was yelling at me. She was like, she said, can I get an unsweetened sweet tea? And at the beginning, I was understanding, right? I was like, ma'am, would you like your tea to be unsweetened or sweet? You know, and she was like, she got mad. She said, can I get an unsweetened sweet tea? When I tell you I busted in tears, bro. And then I went and poured her tea in the cup, and then my manager saw me. She was like, leave that alone and let's go outside. She talked to me and I was crying. I wasn't even about that customer. Like, they feel like that customer pushed me to do right, but it wasn't about that. It was like I was already having a bad day type of stuff, type of mood, and like everything got back together. I don't like people. Basically, that is the reason why I haven't been posting since the last time I posted. I've been through crazy stuff, but I do still talk to some of the people. That's a lie. I used to talk to this one person, but we fell off as usual. Still talking to the girl that I would always usually close with. She was my favorite, bro. But she still works there, so she the plug. I have a lot of stories of me working at Dunkin'. If y'all want me to do a story time, I sure will, because I have a lot of stories from Dunkin' Donut. That's crazy. I learned a lot, I have to say, so I've been pretty grateful about that. But basically, that's the video. Pretty sure you didn't even get to the end of this video, but if you did, shout out to you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. This video is so bad quality, but I just wanted to share with you guys what's been happening, what's been going on. You know, you feel me? Okay, I'll see you guys later.